Hey there YouTube, this is the Racker84 here, and I'm going to try get back into reviews a little bit. So I thought I'd start off with a figure that I bought at TF Nation this year, which is going to be the Mastermind Creations Kultur, which, as most of us probably know by now, it is the IDW kind of design for Tarn. Now I'm just going to start off by saying this vehicle mode is gorgeous. The purple and the black just works so well with it. All the little details in the there's like so the main colours are basically purple and black, and then there's a few details picked out in silver, which you'll be able to see. And then there's a few smaller details picked out in purple, like kind of like I suppose like energon lines or something like that. I don't really know, to be honest. From my understanding, he is, in terms of the tank mode, relatively accurate to the comic book design. I don't read the comics, so I don't really have that kind of attachment to this character. But ever since MMC has been releasing more of these IDW characters, and then when they released Tarn, I just fell in love with the figure. You know, I knew I had to have it at some point. I think it came out maybe a year or two ago now, possibly even 3. But I didn't get it straight away because I wasn't sure if I really liked it as much. But after seeing more reviews of it and just seeing with people with it in hand, I knew I had to have it, so I just decided to get it at TFN. But one thing that kind of I don't know if this bit's accurate. Like I said, I'm not a comic guy, but one thing I'm not a huge fan of is, I don't know if you're able to see that, but the two like turret bits on the tank, they're both like a different design. They've both got different details on them, which I don't know. It's kind of, it looks cool. Don't get me wrong, but I feel like it kind of sets off a little bit of OCD in me, I suppose. It kind of, I'd rather they be both the same kind of designs and the same details on them. You know, it just kind of looks a little bit odd, but I'm not like hugely fussed about it, but it does kind of put me off it a little bit, I suppose. In terms of the actual tank, it's relatively clean as well. The underside, you can kind of tell that there's like a robot there, but in terms of like just kibble and everything, there's not really much to go on, to be honest. It's overall, you know, it is like a relatively clean figure, to be honest. Transformation is relatively simple on this guy. There's a few little bits that kind of put me off it a little bit. I wasn't sure exactly how the forearms were supposed to tab into the side of it, but once you actually get it into the robot mode, that is just gorgeous. I love all the little designs, the lighter pink on the chest and on the midsection. And there's a few other little bits on the shins as well. I love the feet. I just find the feet really funny. And they're also a really good platform for him to stand on as well, because they're pretty big feet, if I'm honest. But just the overall design of this guy is so nice. It is really cool. That face sculpt as well. Oh, it is so nice. And then something that a mate of mine told me about, which I wasn't sure if it did it, but of course now I am. The Decepticon badge actually comes off, and he actually has like a regular face, which I didn't know about, to be honest. And what's cool about it as well is the main kind of colour of the head is black, and then I think the face part of it, the main face part, is like a deep blue, possibly, or maybe even purple. But then you can't really make it out on camera, but the eyes are this like really awesome red colour. And it just in person it's a lot better, but on camera it's just not as good because my camera's terrible. But no, in person the red eyes just pop so much. It's so nice. And then here is the Decepticon. It's quite a cool design, to be honest. It's not like a standard Decepticon symbol, so it's a bit more stylized, but it's very cool. I think it's pretty accurate as far as I can tell. But like I said, I'm not really a comics guy, so I don't know if this guy's like fully faithful to the character design, but for my purposes, as it's just an awesome figure in my collection, I'm not like super bothered if it's not totally accurate to the comics, because for me, as he is right now, he's beautiful. You know, he's everything I need for the figure. One kind of gripe I do have about him is with the cannon on the arm. It's because of how the cannon is designed, and like because of the shoulder section, it kind of, when you're moving it about, there's like with the cannon on, like it's a very limited amount. So you kind of have to like twist the forearm a little bit so that you can actually get the cannon up. So it does end up looking cool still, but I don't know, it kind of just like the way you have to manipulate the figure a little bit. It still looks cool, you know. I've got no problems with it other than that. But no, other than that, like everything else is amazing about the figure. It's perfect. It's just that little gripe I have about it, and the fact that the two parts of the cannon are different designs, which it's fine. It doesn't bother me like a super amount. It's just a little bit, bugs me a little bit, I suppose. But no, other than that, amazing figure. I would highly recommend it to anyone thinking about it. If you love the comics and you love the like DJD, and you don't have this figure, I have no idea what you're doing, because you should have this figure. But no, I would seriously recommend it to pretty much any collector who delves into the third-party realm, because it is a very awesome figure, and it's definitely worth the money you'd pay for it. Standard prices for these things are about 100 quid these days, unless it gets reissued again, which it might do. But it's definitely worth the money, whatever you have to pay, really, because it's just an awesome figure. So that's my review on IDW Tarn from Mastermind Creations. Leave in the comments for what figure I should review next. Pretty much just go on to my haul video and you'll see what figures I bought. So if there's any particular figure from my haul that you'd like to see reviewed, then leave it in the comments and I shall have a look to see if I want to do it, because I definitely want to review Perukill at some point. But I kind of have a plan this year for more towards the end of the year, around November, December time, kind of like sort of Christmas style videos to do the reviews. So I'm kind of putting something in the works, but whether I pull that off or not is still up in the air a little bit. But I'm hoping to pull it off this year. And if not, I'll just review all those figures that I want to do anyway. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and take care.